I want to talk about the expectations that head in the opposite direction and why. You brought up average handle time. You brought up CSAT, this first time resolution. Why should we even be talking about what we hold true, what we report up to the board, that it's going in the wrong direction? Why would that
Yeah.
happen and why is it a good thing?
It's sometimes like when you've gone through it, it feels a little common sense because there's an expectation that you hold the same standards that you've always held. We should always be getting better. But if you don't have a really solid structured self-service environment, if you're not heavily using things like bots, you really have to step back and think about what type of traffic is this deflecting? One of the ways we took a look at that within our own business is we said, okay, what are our case issue types and classifying them across different tiers of case types and their levels of complexity. And then we start looking at what are the trends at that issue type levels. For example, if I have something that's wildly complex, if you really dive down in the layers of that, you're already going to find out that the types of things that you are likely going to self-service are going to be the ones that have the highest satisfaction. They're going to be the easiest to resolve, highest first time resolution rates, lowest handle time. And those are your items that are just like ripe for the picking of what can you go through and drive through self-service. And then when you look at what's left, some of the things you need to understand is what does satisfaction look like already when people are coming in and talking about the complex? And I know within my own universe, those complex items were the ones that had lower CSAT, they had higher handle time, they had much lower first time resolution, and kind of the list of metrics go on. So we knew analyzing our own data saying, okay, when we eliminate these items through our different self-service channels, we can expect that average is actually going to go down. Now, we're not crazy. We do still have targets on some of these things. So it's really important that when you're out there, you're also looking at industry benchmarks as well as your own data. You need to be above a level of good. That's always a target that you have. But as you start to look at some of these things, the other types of data that you're now going to measure is going to be customer satisfaction on self-service. And the industry trends on that are lower than when you're actually engaging with an agent. And so you have to set targets based on benchmark and best practice, and you have to categorize it across a much broader universe for those types of things.